You know when you're watching a film or a TV series and you're looking at that shot and you're like, oh, that's so beautiful, I wish I could recreate that.
Today we've got for you a bit of a case study. The challenge was to recreate 4 Hollywood level scenes in just 24 hours. And we're here to talk about the unsung hero of that production.
Wireless transmission. One of the things that I love about wireless transmission is that it sounds boring. Right? You never think, oh, I can't wait to get a new wireless transmission set. But it is a tool that has enabled us to be more creative.
True.
We've leveled up the production quality of our shots, but then also been able to try new things because we have those possibilities.
Specifically, we used the CineView Nano, but basically the video wireless transmission of any kind was crucial to making this happen.
The number one thing that we cannot live without now is the on-camera monitoring.
The CineView Nano has a really handy clamp which allows you to mount your phone on top of your camera and use that instead of your flippy LCD screen.
Well, why would you want to do that? Well, when you're making such precise film sets and you want everything to be spick and span, you can see everything so much better on a bigger screen.
The difference between the little 3-inch LCD on the back of the camera and, for example, an iPhone 16 Pro Max, which has a 6.9-inch screen, is massive, and as we know, every inch matters.
iPhones are such high quality that it makes the perfect monitor. It just makes sense. Like, you already have that, why would you not use that?
They're like manufactured with insanely rigorous testing, brightness, color rendition, touchscreen quality, and like Sal said, you've already got it in your pocket, you may as well use it.
So using the C app, you can use all of the features of a professional monitor. Waveforms,
Focus peaking, LUT previews, histograms.
And we're not just talking about iPhones here, the iOS system. This is also possible with Android phones, so whatever you need.
It's just that the Apple screens are notoriously good as far as like the monitor calibration and performance goes.
Controversial. For the person operating the camera, the bigger screen with the professional monitoring tools is a surefire way to level up. Number 2, the more screens, the better.
The CineView Nano, and actually all of the CineView range, allows you to transmit to up to 4 devices. Now, why is that important? When you're leveling up your set, you're likely working with more people, and more people need access to be able to see what you're recording or what you're about to record.
Everyone's got their responsibility on set. Everyone has got an input to make, and people being able to see that without like getting in the camera op's way, trying to look at the monitor.
Yeah, the worst thing as a camera operator is if you've got half the team trying to like crane in to see the little LCD screen. You just don't want that.
It's not necessary.
Or even not the LCD screen, even if you have it on camera monitor, it's not what you want.
And on top of the CineView Nano, like this is what we used in this project, on different project we've used the CineView SE to have also a big TV screen. Again, this just helps everyone to be able to see what's going on, notice if anything's wrong.
Whether you're talking about the gaffer who's looking whether the lighting is looking how it should be, whether you're talking about the director who is of course directing the whole scene.
Being able to see if someone's, needs patting down.
Needs a little dab. The whole team can have individual screens and everyone can have easy access to the tools that they need.
And it's super easy. You just literally download the C app, connect via Wi-Fi, and you're up and running. That leads us perfectly on to the next point, which is the production design. In this project, we were recreating film scenes. So we had a reference image. We were making something happen, bish, bash, bosh.
As you may be able to see, the production design is quite important to that.
And this also translates onto any other project. Your storyboards, your reference images. You want to be able to recreate what you've planned out.
It's a completely different workflow when you can take the screen with you and make adjustments live.
The more screens, the better. I was walking around with 2 iPads. I had one with the C app, monitoring the actual scene, and then one with the reference image.
I think you're showing off there. So here we're talking about, upgrading from now the on-camera monitor being like, let's say around 7 inches, but the production designer can have like a big iPad, even like a 15-inch iPad. You can see all those details, and the devil is in the details. Number 4, top-down rigs. They are notoriously a little bit tricky to work with just because of the logistics and the setup, but they're also kind of known for being quite a cool shot.
How many times have you had a top-down rig and you've been awkwardly trying to see the screen?
You're trying to like get up on your tiptoes, or you're having to lower the rig, or you're having to get a little step ladder.
This was really important in our recreation of the Babylon scene because the camera was actually really high.
It was high.
So with the wireless monitor, you can see that easily.
You make adjustments as you go, basically. Final lighting changes, framing, composition, or exposure is just massive time saver.
And this applies to more than just like the top-down rigs. This applies to situations where the camera is just inaccessible, like for example, like a car rig.
Yeah, you know, if you're pushing a camera somewhere into like a nook and cranny or a corner, anywhere that you may not have such simple access, the fact that you've got wireless transmission is going to make it so much easier to dial in your shot and see what you're filming as you go. And number 5 is recording takes as a director, which once again goes to Sal to explain, and now it's starting to look an awful lot like I don't really do anything.
He doesn't do anything.
On our productions. Why do we record takes?
So the fact that you can press record on the C app and it will save the take directly to your gallery means that during the take, you're able to, you know, have a look at some details and stuff. And then after, you can look at the whole take with a different perspective, with a wider perspective, to see what was going right or wrong.
And considering that directing is kind of a bit of a rocket science and there is a lot to think about, you know, you're thinking about the talent's performance, but you're also thinking about the camera movement or whether the lighting works.
There's
many throughout the scene.
Perspectives to view it from.
Yeah, and it's difficult to check all those things in just simultaneously live. So to be able to just quickly watch that take back on a big screen and scrub between it, maybe show the talent, or you know, are you happy with this? Show the crew. I think that is massively beneficial.
This was super important again in the Babylon scene because we were actually part of the take. We were on set dancing away. So I just quickly ran off set, pressed record, ran back into the scene, dancing.
Yeah, and also, I mean, with the Joker, I remember that we were showing it to the makeup artist because the makeup was really important there. And it was like, is it looking good through the camera? Because it doesn't always translate the same. So basically, big screen, easy playback, good.
Big screen.
Good.
Good.
Yeah? Is it good?
Yeah.
Yeah? I think it's good.
Again, not relevant to this specific project, but to other projects with a client, for example, again, being able to record those takes and show it to them after on set, and they can check if everything's good. That's also a really strong feature.
Yeah, and actually that can really help to boost your client's confidence, which is a video that we've made before on the channel. So Nissi, if you're watching this, link it in the description or up here. Hope you enjoyed the vid. Please give it a like and drop us a comment, you know, chat to us in the comments. We'll be keeping an eye. Bye.
We're Sal and Bart from Trio Stories.
And it's been a pleasure.
Bye.